What if everything you know about history is a lie? What if the bedrock of your understanding, the very foundation upon which you've built your perception of reality, was nothing more than a carefully constructed fabrication? A lie so profound, so deeply embedded, that it has shaped not only your past, but also your present and future. Imagine a world where the history books are not chronicles of truth, but meticulously crafted narratives designed to conceal hidden agendas and manipulate the masses. A world where the heroes are villains, and the villains, perhaps, the only ones who dared to speak the truth. History, as we know it, is not a collection of objective facts etched in stone. It is an interpretation, a story told through the lens of those who wield the power to write it. Every historical account is filtered through the biases, perspectives, and agendas of its authors. Their personal beliefs, societal influences, and political motivations inevitably shape the narrative they present. Even the most meticulously researched and seemingly impartial historical narratives are, at their core, constructions. They are carefully assembled from fragments of the past, selected and arranged to convey a specific message. The very act of choosing which events to document and which to omit shapes our understanding of history. What is deemed important enough to be recorded becomes the accepted truth, while countless other stories fade into oblivion. The emphasis placed on certain individuals or motivations further influences our perception of the past. By highlighting the actions of a select few, history often overlooks the contributions of countless others, distorting the true picture of events. Even the language used to describe historical events contributes to the framing of the past. Words can be powerful tools, shaping our emotions and influencing our judgments, subtly guiding us toward a particular interpretation. The implications of a false history are vast and unsettling, reaching into every corner of our lives. If the stories we've been told are not true, then the very foundations of our society may be built on lies. Our understanding of societal structures, political systems, and cultural identities could be based on falsehoods, carefully crafted to maintain the status quo and perpetuate the power of a select few. Political systems, often presented as the culmination of centuries of progress, might be built on lies designed to legitimize the rule of those in power and suppress dissent. Cultural identities, the very essence of who we are, could be distorted and manipulated to divide us and prevent us from recognizing our shared humanity. The perpetuation of narratives that serve the interests of a select few ensures their continued dominance, while the rest of us remain trapped in a cycle of ignorance and manipulation. A distorted view of the past inevitably leads to a distorted view of the present, hindering our ability to understand the challenges we face and preventing us from building a better future. The lie can manifest in many forms, from deliberate fabrication for political gain to the gradual distortion of details over time. It can be a grand conspiracy or a subtle manipulation, but its effects are always profound. Deliberate fabrication, the outright creation of false narratives, is often used to justify wars, demonize enemies, and consolidate power. These conspiracies, carefully crafted and disseminated, can shape public opinion and alter the course of history. The gradual distortion of details over time, through repeated retelling and selective interpretation, can also lead to a skewed understanding of the past. Small inaccuracies, amplified over generations, can transform into significant distortions. Even subtle alterations to historical accounts can have a profound impact on our understanding. A change in emphasis, a carefully chosen word, can shift the entire meaning of an event. Incomplete information and the absence of crucial details can also lead to inaccurate conclusions. When vital pieces of the puzzle are missing, we are left with a distorted and incomplete picture of the past. Crucial pieces of the puzzle are often missing, deliberately suppressed, or lost to time, making it impossible to fully understand the events of the past. The result is inaccurate conclusions, flawed understandings, and a distorted perception of reality. We are left believing a lie, trapped in a world built on falsehoods. Questioning everything you know is not an act of rebellion, but a powerful tool for critical thinking. It is the key to unlocking the truth and breaking free from the chains of manipulation. Questioning encourages us to research, delve deeper into the historical record, and challenge established beliefs. It compels us to seek out alternative perspectives and consider the possibility that what we've been told is not the whole story. It compels us to examine the sources of our information, to scrutinize the motives of those who write history, and to be wary of narratives that are too simplistic or too convenient. Promotes consideration of alternative perspectives, seeking out voices that have been marginalized or silenced, and challenging the dominant narrative. Fosters wariness of simplistic explanations, recognizing that the past is complex and nuanced, and that easy answers are often misleading. It is a catalyst for deeper inquiry, for a more nuanced understanding of the past, and for a more informed and empowered approach to the present. The idea that everything you know about history is a lie can be paralyzing, but it can also be liberating. It forces us to confront the possibility that the world is not as it seems, and that the truth is far more complex and challenging than we ever imagined. It forces us to become active participants in the construction of history, to question everything, to research everything, and to form our conclusions based on the evidence. We shift from passive recipients of information to active participants in the search for truth, empowered to challenge the narratives that have been imposed upon us. It encourages a more nuanced understanding of the past, recognizing the complexities and contradictions, and embracing the ambiguity that comes with seeking the truth.